What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Stardew Valley. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as I stare longingly into the eyes of Captain Crunch. That's a weird intro right there. That's a very odd intro. I think that might be one of the most non sequitur intros I think I've ever done. But no, there's a box of Captain Crunch on my desk right now, and he's just staring at me. He's got that look on his face. And what's up with his hat? Like, is it supposed to be like a... Like, I have no idea what is going on with that hat right there. It doesn't offer, like, visor protection or anything. Like, Captain Crunch's hat, it just seems like a shitty gambit as far as head accessories goes. Because it doesn't look like it provides him with any sort of benefit. Now, his collar's rocking. Like, he's rocking the collar hardcore. Like, you know he's somebody important in, like, the Emperor's Navy or something. But the hat, just not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Stardew Valley. In today's episode, we're going to process some geodes and hopefully get something good out. What is that? Have I already done that thing before? A calcite. Oh yeah, we've done calcite before, okay. Got a little bit of copper ore right there. The hell is that thing? It's like granite. Okay, that works. And then we got 5 gold ore out of our big geode. Not super exciting as far as the treasure goes, but it is something. I mean, the 5 gold ore I guess will be useful at some point. We're not quite down to that lair in our dungeon or whatever yet, so I think I'll probably... I already have a calcite, I already have a granite. It looks like most of the stuff that I just picked up I already have. Oh, we do have, however, an aquamarine that we can donate. And so I'll probably put this up here with the rest of our geological samples. Right? Oh man, has it been so long that I've played that I've forgotten how to donate? I think I have to go talk to Gunter. Gotta go talk to Gunter. Gunter, I have a thing for you. Yay! Museum donations. Bang! Not really gonna get much out of that one. However, we did get vendorables, so that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna go up to the top at this point. In the previous episode, you'll remember I mentioned selling off some of our excess weaponry. I think that's a pretty solid plan for right now. Our weapon box is not that full, but there's no reason to carry around like 1,000 different versions of the same blunt object. Might as well just take it up to the north and get rid of it. And hopefully make ourselves a little bit of scratch in the meantime. We also in the previous episode stocked up on chickens, which means that in a day or two we will be all ready to go to have some beer battered chicken legs. It's gonna be delicious. The leg is my favorite part of the chicken. Like, if you really disassemble the chicken. Can I give presents again yet? I didn't know if we were going on like biblical weeks where like Saturday is like the last day of the week and like the Sabbath is like the first, or if we were going with like common. Like, I never know whether Sunday is the 7th day or the first day of the week. It seems like people go in different directions with it, and it's upsetting to me. Oh, there's a thingy right here. Oh, cool. We got another rusty cog. That's pretty sweet. It's a symbolic, metaphoric cog to remind us where we belong in the greater scheme of things. It looks like the lead rod. Those actually sell for an okay amount of money. They don't sell for a lot, but they don't sell for a little either. Pretty useful stuff. We got bat wings. We got slimes. I know this guy. Come back when you've got something to show me, kid. So, monster eradication goals. We haven't done 150 of like anything. We've almost done the Dougies though. Cave insects are all nice and finished off, and I think that's how we got that insect head, so it seems to me as though this is probably worth doing. Last time we got a pretty decent set of objects out of it, and I would like to continue that trend. We don't really have enough energy left to accomplish anything today. So I think it's mostly just going to be like us walking around. Oh, never mind. It's 6 p.m. anyways. We killed that day off quite resoundingly. I'm going to refill this while I'm over here. I was wondering if that would work, like if I could refill it from anywhere. I guess it just comes down to like maybe the terrain is internally labeled, like this refills buckets. That's how I would, that's what the little / comment would say in my programming. Like, refills buckets. I'd be excited about it because the word bucket is fun to say. Oh, Mr. Bucket, put your balls in my mouth, Mr. Bucket. And that was one of those children's commercials from when I was a kid. When I was younger, anyways. There was a number of really, really horribly thought out toys when I was growing up. Although it does strike me that everybody's dad thought they had the next best thing. Like, for example, my dad had a friend who was always writing catch songs, like theme songs, like Perry Grip type stuff. Always. He was always sitting around writing theme songs. Just like convinced that one day he was going to write like a cereal commercial and it was going to make him like huge. Never happened. Never happened. Because that's how dreams work, kids. That's just how it goes down. Like, you have a plan, you execute, and then just, I wouldn't rely on it happening. And that frog just dematerialized. Living on a farm with Alien frogs that don't follow the rules of physics, man. This is why I hate being a farmer. It's too confusing. There's too many weird physical properties to take into account. Yeah, life dreams are weird like that. I think part of the problem is that, like, parents tell their kids too much that, like, if you work hard, your dreams will come true. I think that's, like, that's always been a major pet peeve of mine. You gotta temper that with, like, realism. I know a lot of people who worked really, really hard on their dreams and then just, like, didn't really end up exactly where they thought they'd be, regardless of how hard they worked or how intelligently they worked. It's just, like, the cards didn't line up that way. That's not how life works. Like, sometimes it's just, sometimes it just doesn't stack up the way you want it to. And you gotta walk away, and you gotta go do something else, otherwise you're wasting your time. I think it's okay as long as you transition that thing you dream about doing into, like, a hobby, basically. I think I need that. Maybe? Yeah, there's a collection that requires that. I was trying to think of what I need. I am gonna sell that granite, though. I don't think we have... I think that's the smartest thing you could do with your dreams, is that, like, if they haven't blown up by the time you've got a career going and everything like that, or, like, hasn't happened, you transition it into, like, an evening hobby or something. So you still get to pursue it in a lighter sense. Something to give you, like, a little bit of meaning on the side. Because there's a lot of jobs out there in the world that are just, like, drudgery. That have no meaning whatsoever. And it's just like, I don't want to do this. Wasting my life. I had that distinct feeling when I was working. Actually, I really, really liked working at Geek Squad. When I was working in IT for real estate. I didn't like that job at all. Just surrounded by skeevy people. I don't know if people in real estate are generally skeevy. They seem kind of nice to me, I don't know. But, like, the people that I was working for were skeevy as hell. It was, like, gnarly. It's just uncomfortable working in that office. Just like, oh, man. It was one of those offices where everybody's, like, emailing each other like weird, depraved porn all the time. That's really what it comes down to. I'm like, man, this is a professional work environment. I can't have, like, flopping wieners and meat spin popping up every single time I'm trying to do anything right now. And then I'm, like, supposed to be the guy that's, like, enforcing this stuff. I'm like, I don't really feel like being a hard ass, though. Especially since the guy that, like, signs my paycheck is also privy to, like, all the stuff going on. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just, like, ignore it and pretend like that's not part of my job anymore. Go to sleep for the night. We might have made a little bit of money. I mean, we made something. 1,400 gold, gil, whatever we want to call it right now. Good enough. I'll take it. We should have a harvest coming up pretty soon, as far as I know. Yeah, we got tomatoes over here. Did I forget to plant blueberries? Like, where are my blueberries at? I'm a little concerned about this. Ooh, we got a double harvest right there, so that's pretty sweet. Got a little bit of corn on that side, too. Those grasses should be... Maybe I got sidetracked and I didn't get the blueberries. Maybe that's what it was. There weren't enough days left in the month or something like that to grow the blueberries. I do have blueberry seeds in here, so I'm assuming something in here is a blueberry vine. What do blueberries even grow on? I don't think I've ever seen... Nobody grows blueberries where I live. This is not, like, embarrassing for me. I know some people are like, you don't know where blueberries... I have no idea what a blueberry plant looks like. None of the farms around here grow that. All the farms around here are either peach orchards, apricot orchards, or strawberry fields. That's all that we have here. Like, seriously, that is the commerce out here. That's what we have. There's nothing else in our fields. I think there's, like, a couple of farms out there that are a little bit weirder that grow, like, barley and, like, oats and stuff like that. And that's just so they can supply all the random cattle ranches and stuff around here with feed, I think. I think that's pretty much the plan. As somebody noticed that everybody else needed feed, and they're like, well, I could grow it right here in county, and then they would save money, and then I would make money. Sounds like a business plan. That's how it all starts. But yeah, I don't know. When you're, like, young, and you're, like, 17 or 18 or, like, 20 or 22, you know, it's still okay to be working, like, a shit job and chasing down your dream as hard as you can. I kind of hit, like, a point in my life where I was like, I want to kind of, like, have things at some point. I think it was just because I got to a point where all my friends were starting to hang shit up and they were starting to, like, wear a suit to work and stuff like that. And they started having, like, houses and, like, places they could go back to. Don't have to deal with rowdy upstairs neighbors all day and everything. Like, man, I would also like to have comfortable things. Maybe I'll put, like, my hobby, maybe I'll put my dreams on the side for a little bit and make them, like, a hobby and then do, like, a real job. And then luckily I started off YouTube, so really I never had to make that decision because my job basically is my hobby at this point. However, there was definitely a point with my music career where I decided to hang it up and just be like, whatever, I can't do this anymore. Music does not pay the bills. That is a tough job to be in if you're trying to earn a paycheck. You will travel and work yourself half to death trying to get music to work out. It is just not a thing, but then again, it works out for some people. And good for them. Like, I've got a friend who's she's not like an amateur, she's actually like a trained. She went to college as an opera singer. And she's been traveling Germany. She just spent a whole bunch of time in Germany, Austria, and then she went to Spain for a little while. She's traveling with some opera troupe. And she's living the dream right now, having a good time. Although I think she might hang it up too. I think she was talking about that on Facebook the other day. She was talking about how, you know, it's difficult to have like relationships and like boyfriends and stuff like that when you're always on the road. It's hard to have family and not like see people all the time. And I was like, yep, been there, done that. It is hard to have those connections in the back of a van. It is tough. People always bitching at you and being like, you're never around. I'm like, yeah, well, my job includes me not being home. That's how I get paid, is by not being here. I don't think I ever wanted that for a job, just to be like away from home all the time. It's another one of the big reasons why I duck geology as a career, is just because you can do a lot of traveling as a geologist. And while for some people that's cool, if you're like 21 with no attachments, fantastic. But I got like lots and lots of attachments. I got lots of people that need me and stuff back at home, and so really vanishing for months at a time is not something that I can really manage. I think we should probably go to the spa for a little while and see if we can't get some energy back. You guys have never seen the spa anyway, so I think this will be a pretty fun opportunity for me to get nude on camera and show off my wiener. It's not really much of a show off. It's more of a show on. Wabba 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 wah wah wah. Nope. Not really altogether. I mean, if you've been in your average health book. Standard. Stereotype is always like, as a dude, the stereotype is always to talk about your wiener. And like sort of glorifying, almost like kind of a worshipful way. Not feeling it right now though. It's too early in the morning. It's too early in the morning and I just don't care. I've been shifting, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but basically I've been shifting my sleep habits around. I've been trying to go to bed earlier in the day so that I can get up earlier in the morning, because my work has been kind of weird. It bleeds over a lot, and it's caused problems for me. And so anyways, I'm trying to get it to the point right now where I have like a designated work schedule. Oh, I thought those were stairs going up, and then those were stairs going down. It was like a perspective thing. You walk really slow when you're in the spa, by the way. I don't know how much energy you get back, though. Oh, that actually comes back with a quickness. Holy shit. That's really, really good. I had no idea. That took us like 25 minutes to get all of our energy back. Damn, what a day for us. What a day for us. Cool. Jump up out of this beezy, walk around in my undies for a little while. Got my granny panties rocking. I don't rock the granny panties. I go with the boxer briefs now. I was rocking boxers till about 2 months ago. And then I realized I was a 30-year-old guy that was wearing, like, boxers and still had my pants falling down around my ass all the time. Just, like, randomly. It wasn't by, like, choice. It's not like I'm sitting there, like, shifting them downwards or anything. We got a prehistoric tibia. Okay, a tibia. It's the same thing as yogurt. I don't know. It's the best joke I could come up with. A tibia, Activia. It makes you poop good. I've always felt like all those probiotic yogurts should just get to the point and just be like, Activia, it makes you shit good. Like, they should really just put on the package what it does. What it do, as it were. That's what we say out here in the Bay. It do what it do. I need to find myself an exit so we can get the hell out of here. But yeah, I swapped over to boxer briefs. And you know what? I think it was a good call. I'm thinking that there are merits to the various underwear designs. For whatever reason, I just feel like protected. Like, with boxer briefs, I feel like the undies are just hugging me all over down there, just being my bestest buddies. And that sounds good. They shape your thighs. They be just like, huh? It feels like hugs around your legs all the time. And who doesn't want their leg hugged every now and again? Just a little piece of cloth telling you know what? I care. I'm going to restrict the movement of some of your more important valuables. Because I care about you, man. I'm going to take that straight to the face, and I'm never going to complain. Whereas boxers, you just got everything like flapping all over the place all the time. Go over speed bumps and you're like, ow. You know, it's just a little bit more protection, since they won't invent those underwear that I talked about like 2 episodes ago. Did I talk about them here? Or was that in the... I think that was in the Division playthrough. I was talking about, like, how your pants and your underwear... Like, when you sit down on, like, a hard surface and you have balls... Like, sometimes they just, like, sit down on the hard surface wrong and it just doesn't feel good. It feels uncomfortable, like they're setting on, like, concrete or something. Like, when you sit down, and even though there's, like, a thin layer of pant and underwear in between, like, the testicle and the hard surface... It's just not very comfortable. And so I thought that they should have, like, undies or, like, pants that have just, like, very light padding that just sort of, like, cradle the junk when you sit down and be like, ah. See, I don't refer to mine as junk because that just doesn't seem... You gotta flatter a little bit. Like, you call it junk for too long and then one day it just doesn't show up for work. You just wake up in the morning and just be like, ah! Where did it go? You called it junk too many times. Called it junk too many times. I like to refer to mine like it's for a connoisseur, you know what I mean? Like... It's not junk. It's like a champagne. It's like the first pressing champagne, the cuvee. That's right, I know wine stuff. Only because my girlfriend works in the wine industry. That's really the only reason why I know anything about wine. We'll go to, like, the store and I'll be like, what sounds good? We'll be looking at wine bottles. Like, which one sounds good? She'll be like, well, I work with this winery and this winery and this winery, and supposedly they've got a super awesome Cabernet Sauvignon that's pretty delicious. It's actually, we get a lot of our wine nowadays through her parents. They, like, own, I don't know if they're, like, owning stock or, like, what it is. But either way, there's a winery here called Oak Ridge that is, in my opinion, probably one of the best ones in the Napa Valley. I think Oak Ridge probably makes the best white wines I've ever had. And their champagne is like, holy shit. It is a little expensive, but they've got, like, a... If you live in the Napa Valley anyways... They've got a direct to buyers club that you can be a part of, where you can just drive out to the winery and they give you, like, this little membership card, and that cuts, like, a huge amount. It makes it so that it's like $7, $8 a bottle. Like, it makes it really decently priced for the quality of wine that you're getting. You can do that with a lot of the wineries out here, actually, in Napa. You can... A ton of them have little things going like that, where if you live in the area, or if you just go to wineries a lot, every now and again you can swing through the little winery area of town and get it locked down. I myself, not much of a wine drinker right now. My doctor's got me living right at the moment. I'm not allowed to have anything fun right now. I can't have liquor, I can't smoke, I can't have anything greasy, can't have anything spicy. I broke the rule last night, though. I broke the rule last night because one of my friends made Korean barbecue, and so we had the sriracha and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. With the steamed rice. Got the steamed rice in the bowl, and then we had, like, pork belly and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, it was so good. It was so good! And so I indulged in alcoholism and fine dining. But I figured I had earned it because it had been like a week since I had eaten anything that wasn't a granola bar. My doctor's slowly killing me right now. I'm pretty sure she's trying to take me out. There's some secret plan. Like, I'm going to find out later on that she has some YouTube channel that's just, like, in constant contest with mine. She's trying to eliminate her competition right now. She's trying to starve me to death. Oh, there's boxes in here. That is a sledgy. I have that in my other playthrough, and in fact, I think that's the weapon that I'm using in my other playthrough. A crystal fruit, a delicate fruit that pops up from the snow. Okay, I don't know anything about that, but I really don't need the copper, so I'm going to get rid of that. We've got jade right there. Just very, very metamorphosed chert. Although historically, jade is like a really, really, really important stone. Highly thought of, highly sought after by a lot of like different cultures. We've got tundra boots. They give 2 defense and 1 immunity. If I know my boots, those right there are Ugg boots. Like, I'm like 80% sure we're rocking the Ugg boots right now. Like the bear paw or whatever you want to call them. Either way, they're better than what we had. It's 8 o'clock. We've got plenty of energy, so I'm kind of thinking we might be able to press on and maybe hit the 55th floor if we just keep moving. If I could stay away from ghosts or whatever, that'd be great too. I don't mess with ghosts. Ghosts are... Oh, he teleports when he hits me too. He takes a little piece of me and teleports it across the dungeon. It's filthy ghost, don't be like that. Yeah, I think this does like a little bit more damage, or like the same damage, but it's got like a bigger knockback or something like that. It's also got like a stronger range or something along those lines. He's going to drop an Essence of Dawn, as I recall. What Dawn was doing in the dungeon, I don't really know. That's going to be a pain until I can eat this crystal fruit. That'll give me a tiny bit of energy back. I'm gonna slice the shit out of these little guys because I definitely need more coal. And so if we can get it while we're down here, that sounds really, really amazing to me. Another topaz. Kind of a productive day in the dungeon. Kind of. Not really that productive, but sort of productive. Had one of those weird dreams last night where, like, you have no idea where your brain got that from. Just like a dream about one of my friends dying. It wasn't, like, upsetting, though. Like, it wasn't one of those dreams where you, like, freak the hell out. Like, it was one of those dreams that was hella surreal. And so, like, you don't really beat in on what's happening until you wake up later. I don't know. You ever had a sad dream before where you just, like, wake up sobbing? That's, like, the weirdest shit ever because I'm not a crier. Like, seriously, I am not. I, like, never cry. And I'm not just saying that out of, like, some faux, like, manliness, like, I never cry. I just don't because I come from a stoic family where crying was, like, never allowed. Like, you weren't allowed to cry, and so I'm emotionally stunted. It's not my fault, though. And, like, have you ever had one of those dreams where you just, like, wake up and you're just, like, sobbing for some reason? And what's even weirder about it is when you can't remember what the dream was. Like, you just wake up sobbing, but you have no idea what you're crying about. It happened to me one time when I was, like, 19. Couldn't remember what dream I had. And yet, here I am just, like, laying in bed just, like, sobbing when I wake up in the morning. It's odd. It's a weird thing. Like, what in the hell? What do you want about, you know? It's only happened that one time. Must have been a hell of a dream, though. Must have been a hell of a dream. But even from waking up, I couldn't remember what the dream was. It was just like I was just woke up upset laying there in bed. It's like, what in the hell is going on right now? Very discombobulating. I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Happened to me, though. I can admit it. Chip away at some stone here. Oh, we're so close. Like, seriously, all we need is this ladder. And then we're, like, golden. I can murder a few more animals. I think it's gonna be a late night, though. Another solar essence, so that's pretty cool. Not 100% what that's useful for. There we go. We made it. We made it. I don't know if I can run home now. I'm gonna try. The Splattercat story. I like to have theme songs for everything. Theme song assignments seem like a good idea most of the time. You just add a theme song to, like, anything, really, and it'll just make it more thematic by nature of there being a theme song. And so, what's going on right now? Oh, cool, I get $100 for that? Oh, nice. They're paying me to have chickens. It's a government subsidy! Grow things that nobody needs so that I can pay you free money. God, that shit happens all the time out here. Like, nobody buys, like, it especially happens with, like, the milk industry. Like, nobody buys the milk that comes from, like, all the dairy farms out here, so the government just buys it. Level 4 combat, we can make a warrior ring now. That's pretty cool. I like warrior rings. Did I water yesterday? I don't think it's really going to matter that much, but I can't remember if I watered yesterday. I feel like I probably did. Alright, so we need the frozen tier for a collection. We can get rid of the topazes. Frozen geodes have like a different variety. If you're wondering about the frozen geodes, they just got a different variety of stuff inside of it. The prehistoric tibia we can probably afford to take over to Gunter's. But for right now, let's light up some of this iron ore, and I'm going to break off the episode while I'm over here watering. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode, the next Leverly episode of Stardew Valley. Very fun little game, super happy, and I feel privileged, in all honesty, to play a game this good for all of you here on the internet. I will see you all in future episodes. It's been a blast. See y'all there. I'm going to get some watering done.